Hello, my name's Tim Wander, author, historian and now playwright. Writing for the stage, something completely new for me, but for 35 years I've been researching and studying the history of radio broadcasting, Marconi and the amazing events of 100 years ago. 3-4 years ago I came to the point whereby I thought all these events would work well as a stage play. We were rapidly heading towards the centenary of the end of the First World War, the Great War, the war to end all wars, on the 18th of November 2018. I put together a stage play called Voices over Passchendaele, writing with my co-writer Felicity Fair-Thompson, who has a great experience in the stage. It was a near vertical learning curve for me, but we managed to recruit a group of incredibly talented actors who took my words and managed to turn it into a stage play. But it was something very different because this was not going to be done in a normal theatre. This was going to be performed at Northwood House, a beautiful 250-year-old country house that sits high above Cowes on the Isle of Wight. And we were going to perform this in the round. There's no stage, there's no backdrops, only a few props and just a few costumes. The audience literally sit feet away from the actors. The actors have their entrances and their exits through the audiences, and we put together this new event. The first time there'd been any play at Northwood House for 100 years. The last one was at the armistice of the First World War. So Voices over Passchendaele was born. It was a huge amount of effort, a huge amount of rehearsal, and hearing my words come back to me was very strange. But we managed to put it together, and the cast and the crew on the night delivered something truly amazing. We ran for 2 nights, it filled the hall, over 100 people came, and we could have filled it twice over. And what is Voices over Passchendaele? It's the story of Peter Pendleton Eckersley. It's the story of the fight for the young engineers to develop airborne telephony. That is, the ability to talk over the radio using speech. This was essentially in 1917, because if you're sitting in a World War I aircraft, being shot at, wind, oil, the battlefield raging below you, you cannot understand or hear Morse code, but you can hear speech. In less than a year, these young engineers came together at the Brooklands Wireless Development School, later at Biggin Hill, and put together the ability to talk to aircraft, and for aircraft talk to aircraft. And they put it over the Battle of Passchendaele in 1917. It was going to be one of the secret weapons that was going to change the war. Sadly, although an amazing technical step, that battle became synonymous with the disaster and the tragedy that was World War I, as it collapsed into the mud of Passchendaele, and it started raining after a month and it didn't stop for week after week after week. The battlefield ground to a halt and tens of thousands lost their lives. What it did do was it was the spur that when the armistice came, 100 years before the night it was performed, that voice radio was ready. It was ready to start civilian aviation, and it was ready for the birth of British broadcasting. But that, as they say, is a whole other story for another book and another play. A long introduction, but that sets the scene. This is the recording of Voices over Passchendaele, recorded on Armistice Day evening 2018 at Northwood House, with a tremendous cast of actors who absolutely bring that time and those people to life. I hope you enjoy it. Voices over Passchendaele.
Lieutenant Eckersley?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations seem to be in order. I have the engineer's report here. grief. I'm surprised you're standing at all.
Just good luck and native cunning, I suspect, sir.
I'm just looking at the medical officer's report. I am amazed you can stand. Arm, knee, elbow, leg. Both legs.
That's just a flesh wound, sir, nothing serious.
And why did you hide your stick in the corner?
Yes, it only hurts when I talk and salute, sir. Perhaps I could sit down. Is that...
No, you will stand still. You have excelled yourself this time, Eckersley. Propeller smashed, spars ripped off, engine seized. This is a complete write-off.
Sir,
Need I remind you, you are an officer in the Royal Flying Corps. Don't you realise how important aircraft are here on the Western Front? We need every damn airplane that we can get. And every damn pilot. And we need them whole. And you, sir, seem intent on destroying everyone yourself. I mean, how many does this one make?
well, sir, it sort of depends on how you're counting, really. I make it 2 damaged, a couple of near misses, and a bit of a fallout with a tree that wasn't there when I took off, I tell you.
That is because you landed at the wrong... No, you didn't land. You crashed at the wrong damn field. That could have been an enemy airfield for all you knew. You would have handed your newfangled wireless equipment to the Germans.
If I'd have crashed, the kit would have been destroyed, sir, and to be quite honest, they can have it. It simply doesn't work. It is not, nor never will be fit for purpose, sir.
What are you saying?
Sir, if we don't get these transmitter sets to work, we can't talk to the pilots.
No, that...
They can't talk to us. We need to know about artillery shells. We need to know about troop movements. We need to know about reinforcements. As it is, the pilots can't hear Morse code over the noise of the plane. The spark transmitters are a serious fire hazard. The whole thing is frankly Stone Age. I feel like I'm trying to fix the problem with stone axes and bearskins.
Oh, so you were trying to fix all of these problems. And by crashing, I swear you have done more damage than the entire Bosch Air Force. Who needs the Red Baron when we have Lieutenant Eckersley and his wireless experiments?
Well, with respect, sir, 2 of those aircraft were already scrapped. The B-2B, the Morris Ferrum Longhorn, should have been pensioned off before war. They're slow and old.
Maybe, but
They're death traps.
It's not your call to make.
What I am doing is very important work, sir. We have to reduce the weight of the equipment down from 300 pounds, or these transmitter sets are useless. The batteries are far too heavy, and they get completely useless when it gets cold. When we land, heavily, they cover everything with acid, including the pilot. Frankly, the chaps are not impressed. We simply can't fly with this equipment. I've tried to make it work after a fashion, but they're sitting ducks, and they have to tow 400 feet of wire behind the plane. That's incidentally what caught itself around that tree that one time, sir. Is that on your report? Well, as for this little incident, I simply miscalculated the forces on the wing-mounted generator.
Miscalculated. In plain speaking, Eckersley, you ripped the wing off.
What I need is to try out the equipment, not to carry around batteries, and try it out up there.
In what corner of your adult mind, Eckersley, you possibly conceive anyone will let you near an aeroplane again?
With respect, sir, no one actually died. And besides, I've got a solution. The ground crew are working on it at the moment. I can have it installed in a jiffy. In fact, actually, I've got some bright ideas about the entire system.
Oh, ideas, Eckersley, ideas are for dream. You are a dreamer.
I was once, sir. Not now.
Let me assure you, nothing in this carnival of chaos is amusing.
If you look at it, sir, it is amusing. Not the shooting and crashing and killing bits, no, but this whole thing is simply ludicrous. Do you know the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result?
You have no idea of the rules. Do you, Eckersley?
Well, no, to be
It's
honest,
clear you don't understand the concept of an order.
I prefer informed debate, educated discussion, and teamwork.
What part of the order banning you from flying did you not understand? What part of that large operations board stating clearly in black and white that you, Peter Eckersley, should in no circumstances even climb aboard an aeroplane did you not understand?
Well, I agree, the order was clear. In fact,
Was
crystal clear. I just thought it was a mistake.
A mistake? Are you mad? I swear, you seem to think that this entire war is for your personal research, that the Flying Corps was put in place for your personal amusement.
I do have the gravest concern, sir,
Ah,
that some people giving the orders round here don't have the foggiest idea what they're talking about.
I should have you put up on a charge. Not least, gross insubordination to a superior officer.
Which superior officer is that one, sir?
If it was up to me, it would be a court-martial for you and throw the key away.
Yes, I'm not sure I'd appreciate that one, sir.
Now, I'm damn sure you wouldn't. Damn sure. Well, you are leaving, and tonight, sadly, not in chains. I have been told, and I can hardly believe this, that you are an important person with important ideas that could change the war. They've been telling me for weeks to put up with your behaviour and cut you some slack, but thank God, no, enough is enough. A telegram has come, and I have your orders here. Oh, and it is your dream ticket. Apparently, they really want you. Oh, no more. Apparently, they really need you. So the heart of Surrey, warm beer, cricket matches, and I suspect a lot of broken aeroplanes. You are going to Brooklands, the Wireless Testing Development School. Apparently, there are a whole lot more lad engineers. They're just like you, if there could possibly be anyone like you.
Well, I must say it's most generous of them.
To top it all, they are promoting you to captain.
Why, thank you, sir. It's really very generous of you as well. This all sounds like a jolly good trip, but afraid it's come at a bit of a bad time, really. You see, I'm really quite busy here. Are you quite sure it's urgent? There's really quite a few things I need to do in the local town.
So the rumours are to be believed, then?
I always believe you should not believe, or at least question what you've been told, sir.
I am told her name is Lynette, not her. Well, apparently this one is very beautiful, and you spend every evening in town with her, which is strictly against regulations.
Sir, it's probably best you don't believe. But I do have some unfinished business in the town. Actually, I was hoping to have dinner with her there tonight.
Oh, I know exactly what you are hoping to have with her.
True, sir. I am more a lover than a soldier.
Good Lord, man. Women will be the ruin of you.
I do hope so, sir.
Well, apparently, you have done some good work here, but you are not a uniform person.
No, you're right, sir. No, I don't consider myself a uniform person either. In fact, I don't ever want to be in a uniform. Perhaps I could make working against the grain a way of life.
You need to buck up your ideas. If you go to Brooklands, smart or not, you are still Royal Flying Corps. And stop taking every order as some sort of personal insult.
You see, it seems I've got some switch in my head that just connects thoughts straight from my brain to my mouth without ever really pausing to think about it.
Now would be a good time to control that switch. Pack your bags and get on the truck.
Move!
Good riddance. I really hope I never see you again.
Peter!
Gabby? Oh, ma chérie. I didn't think I'd see you before I...
C'est soi! And now you are coming to me.
Oh, I only wish I could, darling. I really wish I could. Unfortunately, though, I have to go away.
Go away!
Yes, I have to go away tonight, sweetheart. Ce soir. To England.
England! Oh, but you
Yes,
said...
orders, I know, bloody military orders. I have to go.
Non, arrêtez, come.
No, mon petit, non pas possible. I cannot come with you tonight. I have to go. Look, Gabby. Get, ma chérie. My Gabby. I am very sad too. I'm sorry, there's really no more time. I've got to go. I'll come back. I love you with all of my heart.
Au revoir, but not goodbye. Soldier boy, wipe that teardrop from your eye. Soldier boy, when you're on the deep blue sea, will you sometimes think of me? I'll be waiting anxiously, soldier boy. Though we're many miles apart, soldier boy. Keep my picture to your heart, soldier boy. When you've won your victory, God will bring you back to me. Au revoir, but not goodbye, soldier boy.
Peter!
Tom, how the hell did you do that?
What?
Appear.
Well, Second Lieutenant Peter Eckersley, late of the 12th Fighting Wing, I heard that you were here.
Well, Second Lieutenant Tom Eckersley of the Royal Engineer Signals Unit, it is clear that you have inside information. That's probably why you're the clever brother. What are you doing here?
You know I can't speak about it. What are you doing here?
I am in this godforsaken port trying to find a boat, any boat. I'm off to Blighty, you see. It appears I've blotted my flying copybook one too many times.
What have you done this time?
I was only trying to get the #1 aircraft transmitter sets to work. Honestly, I spent half my life going from battery to battery trying to fix the damn thing.
Well, given your history, I'm not surprised.
Oh, I know. Now they won't even let me fly. Do you know what? At least those wonderful wireless battery commanders, at least,
Yes?
probably now don't think these wonderful wireless sets aren't quite as wonderful as they used to be, eh?
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on the equipment. I swear, you and I had better ones back at Bedale School before the war.
Of course we did.
I don't even know what the pilots hate more sometimes. Myself, the wireless, weather, or the war. But get this, right? What does the great military machine do? They promote me. Can you believe it? I'm a captain now.
Good God!
I know. Crazy mixed up world. Now you wait. I shall expect proper salutes from you now, yeah? And 2 on Sundays, yeah? So Tom, what are you doing here? Do you need help? Really, I could do with staying in France and doing something useful.
Oh, there's a girl involved.
There might be. Where are you off to? Look. Oh man, look, I know it's all hush-hush, but between you and me, you'll have Round, Adcock, right with you? All those clever chaps. You'll all be in the same tent on the coast. Oh, come on, even the Kaiser could work that one out.
Peter! Shut up!
Yes, right. Yes, top. It's inside information, of course. All right, not all in the same tent.
Peter, it's important.
High priority, yes. All right, my word. It sounds like heaven. So, anyway, Tom, is there any way I could make my way in your general coastal direction? I could come and do your radio. Really, I've got some very wizard ideas about full duplex wireless. Indeed, talking and speaking at the same time. No switches, eh?
Shut up!
All right. Yes, I know, Tom. I'm a bad brother. I know. But I'm not so much a black sheep. More a grey sheep, or even maybe a red sheep. Do you think all sheep should be red? Do you think that would make jumpers easier to make? I know, Tom. I'm very, very wicked. But I am awfully nice about it.
Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes? Now look here, old man. Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. Right? You know I understand radio, and not just the Stone Age rubbish. I could come and do your radio. With you. Come, put the home team together back on the pitch.
No.
All right. Yes. High priority, yes. Sounds like you've got some very important things to do. Well, I too have very important things to do, Tom. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at some bloody motor racing circuit in Surrey trying to carve a bloody wooden propeller.
Peter, I've got to go.
Well, safe travels to you. Happy days. Dear Tom, love you, miss you, want to work with you. Brooklands Wireless Development School. Do you know, I think I would like to grab a blow of Bentley, crank it up, and drive around this here old motor racing circuit till the tyres burst, but there's probably rules against that sort of thing. And mind you, knowing my luck, I would probably just crash and die. What a way to go, eh? Modern Viking funeral sorts, very Wagnerian. No, flying's better, which of course now they won't let me do. Do you know, I remember telling my CO several times, any wreck you can walk away from is a good one. Even if you have to crawl, it's probably still right. he was never impressed. And they never find anything quite as funny as I do. So, this is Brooklands. There's a major prince in charge. Apparently he's been here for a year trying to find out a way of letting the ground talk to pilots and, if possible, for the pilots to talk back. Now that could change warfare. Think of it. Artillery movements, troop spotting. The pilots could even order tea and crumpets before they land. Might have made that last bit up. You see, I'm convinced that old Henry Round from the Marconi Company was on to something way back before the start of the war. See, I tried to get hold of him the other day. He's been snaffled by the Royal Navy. This is all very hush-hush. But between you and me, he's working with my brother Tom on radio direction finding. It would be better if he was here with us. Still, so his old equipment in stock. Excellent place for me to start. Major Prince, reporting for duty. Please punch
Right,
to
you
be
lot,
here,
this is
sir.
Captain Peter Eckersley. Welcome to Brooklands Wireless Development, Eckersley.
Oh, I understand you've got a few technical problems and a few challenges. Sorry, I don't mind.
Good. Well, we have a very important team here with a very important secret mission. So you tell no one, what goes on here. Especially the Royal Engineers over in H Block. Make sure you lock the door. They'll steal anything not nailed down. So, we have one important aim. To make speech radio work, and quickly, gentlemen. We have 1 year. I've read all your personnel files. Very impressive. The best of the best. The very brightest of the bright. All exemplary records. Oh, with one exception. Captain Eckersley.
Yes, sir?
Read my lips. Thou shalt not fly! Am I clear?
Yes.
And just to make sure you don't weaken and decide to climb aboard anything with wings, I've assigned you a pilot, your own personal pilot, for any experiments and anything else you care to dream up.
Can he fly?
Can he fly? I should say so. And what is more, he outranks you. And what is more, he's read your record. So no giving in to temptation. One of your favourite things, I'm led to believe.
Who is he, sir?
Major William Gladstone, DFC, MC, Croix de Guerre, Canadian. Brave chap, fighter ace, got shot down over the Somme. Pilots had to put a metal plate in his skull. He's all yours, but I warn you, if for any reason a plane goes up for you, only, and I do mean only, the good major will be on board, and he has precise instructions to headbutt you if you argue. So, we know the problem. The equipment doesn't work. The batteries are too heavy. The aerial wires are frankly dangerous. The microphones are awful. To make the receiver work, the navigator has to hold a lighted match to the top pip of the valve. All of this in a plane made of canvas, covered in oil and fuel, flying at 15,000 feet. All the time, the German Air Force are trying to shoot you down. Have I missed anything? No. Good. Men are dying because we can't get this to work, gentlemen. So, before we get started, we're going to sign your life away on the Official Secrets Act. If any of you talk, I will have you shot. Because if you fly, I will also have you shot. And because if you fly and crash, I will have your body dug up and then shot. Am I crystal clear?
Crystal,
Good.
sir. Crystal. So it seems my reputation has preceded me. Well, they do say that rules were made for the governance of wise men, so, well, that must make me a fool then. Right. Good stock of old Henry Round's equipment. Some nice hard R valves, French ones are the best, and someone working closely with me on the ground, putting up with my tantrums and making tea. Oh. It appears the Royal Engineers are off to the mess for Divin. I might put it over there. I could do with some of their nice hard R valves. I do believe a raiding mission is called for. Tally-ho! Hello? Harry? Ha! Excellent, good. Yes. Yes, not now. So yes. What I need, Harry, listen. What I need, Harry, is a decent receiver man. You, my man, you. Yes. It worked. It really worked. Yes. Old Henry Ralph from the Marconi company didn't realise how close he was with his Horoscope microphone. It was brilliant. We just replaced a few things and it burst into life. Well, initially it did catch fire. What? Well, this call. Look, I'm pretty certain that Jerry's got enough to worry about gas and bullets to probably listen in. Yes, the top chaps, of course they are. Look, the reason I'm really, Harry. Yes, the reason I'm ringing. Yes, there is a girl. Yes, her name's Ava. Yes, the reason I'm ringing. I want you to come over here and join us. I put in a word with all the Major Prince. He's a bit of a stickler, for the rules, Official Secrets Act and all that. He's a top bloke. He's on the radio front. This is all going to be our baby. Yes, it's fine. Then he even backed us up when the Royal Engineers started kicking off about some missing items from over in their shed. Nothing to do with me, Yes. So what I need, Harry, is a decent receiver man. You. You, yes. So get on your bike, come over here. Papers, the orders, it's mere detail, mere detail. No, it's fine. No. Yes, do you know, it's all fine, right? They even promoted me for this assignment, yes? Can you believe it? Yes. I don't need to worry about that, no. I use the major's name, yes. Yeah, and it makes things happen a bit quicker there, Harry. Harry? Harry? Harry, are you there? I'm telling you, Harry, we're almost there. If we could just sort out this wretched oscillation, all will be well. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. Sister Susie sewing socks for sailors. Any signals? Wave your hand if you can hear me. Curses, no waves. I really should sort out this damn oscillation. This is really getting damnably annoying right now. Right. Anything else for it? Kill or cure? There. Love it when these valves glow lilac blue. Excellent. Right. How's that? Sorry. Harry? Harry, can you hear me? Sister Susie sewing socks for sailors? Yes! 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 Lots of lovely, lovely waves there, Harry, yes! Major Prince?
Do you remember how someone appropriated a large number of parts and components from the Royal Engineers stores? Well, apparently it's happened again. For some reason they suspect us.
Mice, sir. Very large rats on site, so they can take anything.
The CO is really not very happy.
I don't see why, sir. We are all fighting on the same side in this war, are we not?
They really are quite upset about it. Are you sure that nobody here knows anything about it?
Sir. I can report to you, sir, that we are all perfectly happy here. No one has any problems at all.
Well, that's fine. Carry on!
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Sister Susie's sewing socks or sailors? Sister Susie's sewing socks or sailors?
Harry, I heard you, clear as a bell. Once more, Harry.
Sister Susie's sewing socks or sailors?
Sister Susie sewing... Great stuff! Sorry. Harry. Yes, I'm getting married in the morning.
To Eva? Lynette? Abby?
No, this one's called Stella. The first Mrs. Eckersley. Hello? Major Prince, sir. I think we have it. Yes, two-way. Yes, full speech communication working perfectly. Yes. Yes, and reliable. Yes, sir, absolutely. No oscillations, no wobbles, and definitely no fires. No. No. Yes. Excellent. No, sir. Range? Well, I would probably say in the air, about 40 miles. Yes, sir, I did say 40. Well, Major Prince, well, aside from some genius on my part, we cut the microphone into the pilot's face mask, changed the headphones. The pilots are very pleased, sir. All they have to do is remember to enunciate with a clear diction. So can you see it for a demonstration? Well, that is the question, isn't it, sir? I'm taking my wife out to dinner tomorrow night. How does Thursday suit you? Yes, I understand. Yes. It's very important. Yes, 10 minutes. 10 minutes will be fine, sir. One of us just coming round, sir.
Fernie. Hello, Fernie. If you can hear me now, this is the first time speech radio has been communicated to an aircraft in flight. Fernie, if you can hear me, dip your wings.
Bloody hell, it works! Over 20 miles on a wavelength of 300 meters, and he's traveling at 50 miles an hour first time!
What is it, April? That's taken you just 6 weeks, Peter. Not bad at all.
Yes, I suppose. Well, it's mostly Captain Round's work, so we do have a very good team here. I just changed the headphones and the microphone and made some alterations to the wing-mounted generator.
Well done. So we have it.
And it works.
Very well done. We desperately need something. We're deep into this bloody war, and I fear we're only getting worse.
So what's next, sir?
Kitchener wants a demonstration as quickly as possible.
Excellent. Where?
France, for the top brass there. So I'll get this kit packed up.
I know of the perfect place, sir. It's a little operational airfield, far enough away from the front line so the generals won't get muddy. They can be with their brandy mistresses before nightfall. The CO there is an old friend of mine. He'll be tickled pink to see the likes of me again. And if there is time, sir, I'd like to see to some things in the local village.
Eckersley, this is not a bloody holiday, and this equipment had better bloody work.
Yes, absolutely. I'll just go and get the gear and load up the plane.
Oh, stand bloody still. You will not load any plane or fly in any plane. Your ship leaves Southampton docks tomorrow, 1100 hours, AM, means morning. And don't be late, they won't wait. Get a bloody move on, there's a war on, you know.
Yes, there is a war on. I'm just not sure it's mine.
The fellows have to grin when he gets rid of his jet. Hey! Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While you bellow separate to light your fag, smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. Oh, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile.
So you are still alive. I thought I'd seen the last of you young wireless wizards.
Sir, it's very good to see you again, sir. Our place don't change much, does it? I am absolutely thrilled, as I'm sure you are, sir.
So they tell me that you have some newfangled wireless that will let me talk to my pilots and that they can talk back to me.
Yes, sir, that's the gist of it. Apart from the singing and the dancing bits, talking's fine. You like the sound of that. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to present to you all now here the first telephone set Mark 1. Mark 1 because it's the first kind of, ever in the world. With this, you'll be able to talk to the artillery chaps and tell them where their shells are falling. And tell them to adjust their aim. Long, short, up, down, help them hit the target. With this, you'll be able to tell headquarters where the enemy is, or was, or is moving to. You can warn of gas attacks, counterattacks, counterattacks, you get the idea. You can even talk to your fellow pilots. Let them know if there are any enemy aircraft around. This really is a very, very, very fine piece of kit. We're all really quite happy with it.
And all that in one small wooden box.
Yes, sir. And you're glad to know, sir, the wing-mounted generator works perfectly. And no wing spars can even be sacrificed.
Wasted. Eckersley. Wasted.
No batteries needed either. No, we've managed to reduce the weight of it down to 20 pounds, which means your performance of your planes are unaffected. And you don't even need matches to light the valves.
When they were testing the receivers earlier, I heard, I think it was over in the French trenches, I heard someone playing a violin and transmitting it across the wireless.
Yes, sir.
Covering 12 miles or more.
Yes, sir.
Well, it sounded rather fine in the headphones. So you seem to be the expert, Peter. Tell me, do you think one day will people have a wireless set in their homes and listen to violins and music and people talking?
If they survive the war. No, you need some serious powers to cover the entire country, sir. That kind of technology doesn't exist yet. It would be fun to build it, though, wouldn't it?
You know, Peter, I think for the first time I actually agree with you.
You see, part of me thinks it would be better to send the signal via wires rather than wireless. Yes, I like the idea of a wired world. Communication and information network. Now that would be fun to work on.
Major, yes, you're briefing. Carry on.
Kit is in and operational, Major Prince. All pilots and A-flight have been briefed and the machines have been installed.
Excellent. Well, men, just a few days short of 3 years into this war, we're going to make July 1917 count. Tomorrow is the big push, starting at Pilkenbridge here, moving to this place called Passchendaele here. We need to break this stalemate. It's imperative to the successful outcome of this war. For the first time, commanders will know what is happening on the ground as it happens from high above. This is a battle of new ideas, our new wireless sets and Churchill's new land tanks. Top secret they are and not very reliable. One of our missions is to report on their progress. HQ needs to know whether they're running, broken down, or destroyed, or just plain stuck in the mud. Men, your voices over Passchendaele make a difference in this battle. So, thank you. A-flight, you will lead over the battlefield and spot for the artillery. Talk to them. Remember, the idea is to not engage the enemy. B-flight, you will provide fighter cover. Do your damnedest to keep Huns off our backs. A-flight, should you have to ditch, your first priority should be destroy the equipment. This is top secret, right? Look, I have to tell you, top brass are very excited here. Gunners are being difficult. It seems that they're not overly keen on receiving instructions from flyboys. So, keep your information precise, accurate, enunciate, and we'll show them. You know your call signs and code words? You know your jobs? Good luck. Good hunting.
Captain Eckersley, where do you think you're going? I have clear instructions to clap you in irons rather than let you anywhere near an aeroplane today.
Sir, I'm getting really tired of building this equipment and then sending off other men to fight.
Yes, I understand. But this is an order, so strictly no combat operations.
Operateur, ici l'aérodrome, le numéro est 2768. L'hôpital, immédiatement. Come on, Gabby, where are you?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Peter, not the French girl.
Yes,
Didn't you tell me you got married recently?
I have to speak to her.
This is a mistake even by
Hello?
your standards.
Hello? Gabby? Yes, it's Peter. C'est moi, your Peter. Wait, the flyer, the Angleterre flyer. Peter, poor Gabby. Yes. Yes. Do you know where she is, please? Yes, she's a nurse. Yes, a frontline clearing station. Yes, casualty clearing station at Remy.
Captain
Yes,
Eckersley!
Yes. Sorry, I can hear you now. Yes, just near Saint Omer. She's gone. Gone where? I need to speak to her. It's urgent. I can't hear you. The line is very poor on my end. Gone? The station was shelled out. What? All dead. All? Lost in the German counterattack. Yes. I see. No chance? None at all? It didn't shell fire, so I see. Thank you. Gabby.
Oh, I am more than inclined to lay this stick across the back of your head.
I'm sure violence will solve everything. But wait, what's that going on outside? Oh yes, it's a great bloody war. Well, we've got your stick to keep us safe, don't we, sir?
Oh, come on, Peter, we need you.
There are other engineers.
Apparently, not as important as you are.
I'm not convinced of that, sir.
Well, we don't want to use you to the Huns, do we?
Do you know what I think? I think we should get all of our engineers and all of our engineers, line them up in a great big bloody line, and let's have each of us find out more and more efficient ways of killing everybody in between. One day, I would like to use some of this for something other than killing. My God. My God, I hope so.
Up to your waist in water, up to your eyes in slush, using the kind of language that makes the sergeant blush. Who wouldn't join the army? That's what we all inquire. Don't we pity the poor civilian sitting by the fire? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Who wouldn't be a soldier, eh? Oh, it's a shame to take the pay. Form 4's right turn. How do we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we've got plum and apple jam? Form 4's right turn. How do we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war.
I've seen enough. Looking at that, amazing anyone survive. Wireless, ground to air. When you think of it, Peter, when you came in 1915, we had nothing. Then May 1916, 306 aircraft, 542 ground stations.
Yes. But all with old crystal set transmitters and receivers, nothing capable of speech transmission sound.
But then, by 1917, 2 flights of aircraft fitted with your new telephone set Mark.
Voices over Passchendaele, sir.
Passchendaele. Passchendaele. 3,000 of our guns firing for 15 days. 4 million shells fired at the German positions. And then, with the Royal Flying Corps spotting for the artillery, Pilken Ridge captured first.
27,000 casualties, sir.
Oh, HQ considers that a great improvement to the 60,000 on the first day of this.
Then on the 1st of August it rained. Rained for most of that month, actually.
Wettest summer for 30 years.
Mud.
Mud 4 foot deep.
Deeper. Men, tanks, whole field guns disappearing without trace.
Just some corner of a foreign field, eh? Men I knew. Friends. What a difference. Our wireless technology, our tanks. Weather can change everything, you know. Rain, ordinary, heavy rain.
And the war dragged on for another year. But then, 1918, the new Royal Air Force.
Like the name, by the way.
Oh, new Maxim too. Through adversity to the stars. Look at this. On the ground, 1,000 stations, 18,000 wireless operators in the ground, over 600 aircraft fitted with your choke-controlled, lightweight Mark III. Totally reliable. Oh, good work, Peter. So, are you going to Marconi? Yes, of course you are. The best of us are. Well, I'll see you there. Duty calls for me first. I've got some letters to finish off.
Major Prince. It's been a privilege. All of our success was not without loss. From May to September, 500 or so of those wireless chaps lost their life. Gabby? Great bloody war. So, New Year, war's over. Marconi Company wants me. I like the idea of a wide world. A communication and information network. Wires rather than wireless to distribute information. A cable thicker than a man's finger, running under pavements, under streets, into people's homes, connecting them, voices. They can hear violins, music, comedy. Now that would be fun to work on.
Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is 2 Emma Talk, Rittle testing. This is 2 Emma Talk, Rittle testing. Hello, CQ. Hello.
Not so fast, Captain Eckersley. Do you know I've waited 30 years to say that, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Tim Wander, and along with my co-writer Felicity hiding in the corner, this was a mad idea I had a year ago. A few thank yous. First of all, thank you to the directors and trustees of Northwood House here. What a magnificent venue, and the first play here for 100 years. Hope it's worked out. We're not a theatre, although I have named this the George Ward Theatre for this evening, because I can. First of all, thank you very much to the cast and crew, you've been amazing. Also, on sound and lights, our director Maureen down here, they have been amazing. They've put this together in their own time. We've had incredible long nights here. It's a hell of a script to memorise, a lot of technical terms, and they have knocked it out of the park. Two other things I'd just like to do. First of all, I just have, because Gabby had quite a bad time, just a few flowers for you. And also, there we go, that was brilliant, thank you. And we put a bet on many months ago when I was first introduced to Ollie, Mr. Eckersley here, and these guys have consumed phenomenal amounts of apple juice. Because Maureen wouldn't let me put real scotch in there, even tonight on our last night. And I said that if Ollie knocked it out of the park, there would be a small present. Mr. Eckersley, it's been a privilege. And the mad lady Maureen, who put up with me because I do write a lot of words and she turns it into sensible. No, me. Oh, sorry, Felicity. I'm very tired. It's been a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Have a very safe trip home. Don't worry about the weather out there. It is really rubbish. And last night, as they said, it rained at Passchendaele. The water started to drip through the roof, but we decided we wouldn't do that today. Thank you very much. Cast and crew, one more time. Thank you.
Kind of language that makes the sergeant blush. Oh, wouldn't join the army, that's what we all inquire. Don't we picture the poor civilian sitting around the fire? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Oh, it's a lovely war. Wouldn't be a soldier, eh? Oh, it's a shame to take the pain. As soon as Rebellion is gone, we feel just as heavy as lead. But we never get up till the sergeant brings the breakfast up to bed. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Oh, what do we want with eggs and ham when we got plum and apple jam? Home for the right turn, how do we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Oh, it's a lovely war. Oh, won't be a soldier, eh? Oh, it's a shame to take the pain. As soon as the valley is gone, we feel just as heavy as lead. But we never get up till the sergeant brings our breakfast up to bed. What? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Oh, it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we got plum and apple jam? Home for us, retard, we spend the money we earn. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war.